Hello and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today we're still on 9130. They did mention a patch with more possible balancing changes, so again, we're not gonna push our luck. Not until they've gotten this. Basically, we'll be pushing again once the Mythic Heroes patch comes out, and they basically did confirm the Mythic Heroes patch. As I've been telling you guys, it's basically been kind of an inevitability, especially since they released the Mythic gear early. I mean, they kind of showed their hand pretty easily when they did that, and if we look at when that happened, because at least the Discord posts when the updates happened. There's Marion. Yeah, they released it with Marion, and that was over a month ago. So, yikes! It's been a month and a couple weeks. They released it back at the end of February. So, but again, 6 weeks to turn around the balancing change. Because again, this is exactly what I told you guys. Why it was taking so long? Because they weren't sure how to balance it. And I guarantee you they went back and forth on a lot of different models, and the end result was we should have had, the monsters can resist everything but 2 stats. They have no defense penetration resist, so that means once you get 1,000 defense penetration, their defense doesn't matter anymore. And also the other stat was, what was the other big stat? Oh, it's crowd control resist. I don't know what I'm thinking. So they said, we can add, if we extend the model that we have, we're going to have problems. Because if we extend the model, then heroes like Evan, he has a 100% chance to slow over 100% slow, which I don't even know how it would work. But that's basically what happened. With the crowd control resist and everything like that, they can. The one who's going to benefit the most from it is probably Evan. Because where I'm at now, I think it's minus 8%. So Evan will be a 92% chance to have a 99% freeze for even longer, because I think he gets an extra second and they're going to take 8 seconds away. I assume that when I reach parity, it's going to be minus 1 second, minus 10% effect, and minus 10% chance. So Evan will be, I'm assuming they'll cap him at 99%, because otherwise Evan would be, what does he go up by? So I know he starts with 25% base. And, I guess he goes up 15% a level, because otherwise he's going to be at 104% or something weird. I don't know. Because he actually should be 75 and 25. So I would imagine he would go up 15 to 90. Maybe they'll fix it and let him go to 90 now, since, nobody, he can never actually freeze anybody, because everybody has a minimum of minus 1%. But I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it. I figured they would just cap freeze at 99%. They sort of capped it, instead of this. It's I'm only at 6%. I was looking. I was looking at when I get in the 11,000s. I think it goes up to 8%. I was looking at conquest on my alt account. So yeah, 6%. 6% where I'm at right now. That actually is a big buff, because that would mean Evan has 94% effectiveness. That would mean he would have his 99% again, because he's of course. I have the Ascension Stones. He's going to max, right? Of the heroes on here, I have the Ascension Stones to max Luke, Luke and Tristan are going to be awesome, because they are just going to buff everybody, and I'm going to max Evan right away. Those are like the first 3 I'm going to do. And that's not even counting my archers. Archers are all going to Mythic. I have more than enough stuff to promote them all to Mythic. This is assuming they don't add like a separate system for promotions. If they do, that's fine. Again, it's not like I didn't promote my main squad all to 5-star legendary. If the Ascension Stones aren't useful to go to Mythic, I mean, which is possible, right? They can always make an alternative system. Generally, you don't. You just extend the existing system. Because, it's pretty rare for somebody to be, I've been playing this game since it almost came out. I think it came out in October and I started playing in around the New Year. So still, that's 3 months, right? That's why people 3 months in this game is a long time, because this is about 3 months for me playing. My episode number is pretty close to the date. Like, it's plus or minus a day or two of how many days I've actually played. So it's relatively close. And I'm also fully free to play. The only thing I've purchased is the ad free, just because I can't stand advertisements. I'm not looking to pay to win or anything like that. I'd rather just play the game and enjoy the game as it is. Not really looking for pay to win mechanics. And even if pay to win mechanics exist, like, I understand developers got to make money, right? Like, I'm very familiar with the world of software development. I actually have another game I'm planning on showing you guys at some point. And it's a very interesting game. I don't want to spoil it too much, but do know that I plan on showing a different game in this channel. It's a different type of game. It's not an idle game. It's a simulator. But it's not like World Box or anything like that. It's a very different type of game than Idle Kingdom Defense. But it is something I could do kind of. Since it doesn't have an idle or daily mechanic, it's something I could do kind of sporadically. Like, I could just make a quick video, play it for a little bit, talk about the game, and it doesn't have to be as much of a series as like Idle Kingdom Defense. Like, I have to do King's Ruins every day, and I have to do all. It doesn't have any of those features. And not that I'm knocking Idle Kingdom Defense for that. Again, my only complaint, and maybe this will go away with the patch, is that frickin' King's Ruin is too long. I didn't mind doing King's Ruin every day when it was like 15, 8, it used to be 7 minutes. That's when it was really nice. When it was 7 minutes long. But that was when I was like brand new at the game, and but it slowly crept up. It crept up to 10 minutes, then 15 minutes. And really, it was really when I added Sophia that it started getting longer, because you get into this stalemate. And again, to me, the solution is simple. Just give us quad speed. Basically, I feel like the longer the battle goes on, it should just start speeding up. That should be the real thing the game does. Like, fast forward after, like, for example, take this one. The boss has been out for a while. Once it's been like, you get a stage is designed to be 40 seconds long. Okay, I'm not explaining this well, so bear with me a little bit. And then after that 40 seconds, so it's 20 seconds with double speed, you give it another 20 seconds. Okay, so you get 40 seconds at normal speed. And then with the enrage, and I'm using the word enrage like loosely here, the enrage mechanic should be at that point that the longer the battle goes on after that, it just speeds up. All right, so let's say after the we'll talk about it if you're not using fast forward. All right, so after the first minute and 20 seconds, which would be 40 seconds for the level plus 40 seconds of a buffer, it would go to double speed. So, at that point, it would be basically like you're playing normal but with fast forward on. So it would go to double speed. If you had fast forward on, it would go to quad speed. And then, again, so with double speed, another 40 seconds after that, so now we're at 2 minutes, it would go 2 times faster than that. So 8x speed. The idea being that if you're dependent, if you're, using a tactic, and this would have screwed me in Conquest. So, like, if you're using a tactic in, like, Conquest to try and keep everybody under control, the game would start moving so fast you couldn't do that. You'd have to depend on the auto battle. It wouldn't slow the auto battle down. But the idea is it'd be kind of a soft enrage, so it wouldn't be like and again, with Conquest, maybe the duration would have to be different, right? Because you don't do Conquest every day. You do Conquest when you feel like it. But for something like King's Ruins, I think that'd be a good mechanic to add. It's like a soft enrage where basically it says, you can't drag the fight out forever. the time's going to just speed up, speed up, speed up, speed up. Now you will also get the benefit of the speed up, but the idea is that you just auto battle it, and it because again, it's sort of like we're at right now with this wave. I'm not going to lose, but it's just going to take a lot of time to finish this. So the idea would be you'd speed up this part. Clearly, I'm already winning. Clearly, everything's under control. The next thing that needs to happen is this needs to get sped up, just to finish this. If you're gonna win, you don't need to see, in my opinion, the details like this. That's my take. Now, I do have to be kind of mindful because I am kind of close on time here. Kind of got carried away again. It happens. We'll see where I'm at after this. I might have to sweep a couple just to go through. You have 12 minutes. I'm just going to sweep. I don't feel like cutting it that close. We'll do a better job tomorrow. I just got a late start tonight. At least we can do that now. I'd rather play it safe than miss out, because I've missed out before. And this will only be 6 sweeps, so it's not a big deal. I'm kind of, I'm really hoping that with the Mythic Gear update that it really changes things. Especially for me. I mean, it should change things for you too, but I mean... I'm hoping that... for me, ideally I would push to about 13,300, right? I'm hoping that Mythic Gear is good enough to at 13,300, which is fairly close to where we're at now. It would be a little bit further than this, but we would also have better-ish gear. That King's Ruins won't take an eternity. That's really what I'm hoping for. Now, one of the changes I might make is putting Vincent in. I have seen one of the guys in Discord, and he has Vincent on his team. And that would make sense too with the change to. Now, of course, his team's different because he has a 1,000 arrow. So since the archers never had, the archers never had 1,000 defense penetration. If you're trying to keep your archer DPS up, yeah, you basically have to use poison. My team's a little more mixed. I'll try to remember to look at the meters after this. It's kind of my fault too. We got kind of behind. I kind of took too long to make the first video, but there was a lot I wanted to talk about. I wasn't expecting to see that notice. I honestly did. It's so hard for me to tell, if the heroes are working or not. With all the other stuff on the battlefield, between Herald and Evan, basically. I have a really hard time. But again, I thought I would notice it in difficulty, but I don't know. And they also talk about how they're changing the health and damage again. Now, I do know they actually nerfed the health. They didn't nerf it at the lower levels. They nerfed it at the higher levels. Because people that were in the 13,000s, they said, yeah, it takes me, 6 minutes to do a wave, 15 minutes. So while we don't know the total health, we can extrapolate from that. Basically, you cut the health down by over half, by about, I'd say about 40%. But it is kind of surprising. Well, I say it's kind of surprising, but not really. I mean, that kind of stuff happens. Sometimes you release stuff and it doesn't work. Sometimes, you think it's going to be an easy change, and you make the change, and then it doesn't work out. It happens. Probably didn't need to use the skips, but like I said, I'd rather be safe than sorry. We can focus, again, knowing that mythic heroes are coming out and stuff like that. I'm not super concerned. I mean, I knew they were coming soon, so I'm not super concerned about the strength of my team because everything's going to change once mythic heroes are out. Will Diego keep his spot? It's going to be kind of interesting. And if anybody takes Diego's spot, it'll be eventually I think it'll be like the Viking chick, because the fact that she can burn and stun, that to me tips Diego out of the equation. I don't know if she dodges though. That's a good question. But the fact that she burns and she burns all around her probably makes it so the fact that she doesn't dodge not as big of a deal, because if her burn is as strong as I think it should be, it basically means everybody will do 10% damage to her anyways. So unlike Diego, who's getting, unless Christian's there. Nice, 96th victory. So yeah, this is, I think, the 101st episode, so this is actually pretty close to how many days I've been playing. Boom. We're going to look at Hildy real quick, and then we're going to get ready for our new week. Oh, did we get enough? No, we didn't. I'll worry about that later. Yeah, I actually kept the arrow just in case I needed to craft a new one because I have plus 52. That was I don't think that's going to be I hope it's not a problem. I will look forward to destroying those 400 patterns. And that's all from Idle, by the way. That's 400 from Idle. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting all that to Mythic. Kind of wonder what Mythic's going to look like. But we're going to look at Hildy real quick. Sad I don't have her yet. But so I imagine this is going to go up. She's going to get plus 5 ranks to this. So 3.5 seconds. So it'll be 3.5 seconds on a 7-second cooldown, which reality will be about 2.5 seconds. So not the greatest stun, but it's multi-directional. I mean, I haven't seen her, so I couldn't try it. And 30% plus 5, so it'll be 80% chance to burn for 5 seconds, which is like 4 seconds. Which on a 7-second cooldown, that's really good. And then how much is the burn? It's going to be 105% minus 10%, so 95%. Oh, 95%. That'd be really nice. Yeah, 105% minus 10%. That's 95%. Because I think it's going to be 90%. I think I expect the highest we're going to see is about 90 minus 10%. And plus 3 seconds, and even if that's only plus a second after that, that'll be 8 seconds. So 13 seconds, so I mean her cooldown should be... the cooldown's going to be great. So she should be able to keep everybody not stunned, but at least debuffed. And that means all the stuff hitting her, even though she doesn't have dodge, shouldn't do a lot of damage. Compare that to Diego and Randolph because they don't have any crit. They don't have any dodge like Leonidas. Leonidas is one of his great things is his dodge. This basically means he can't get hit. Like, that's basically 750 dodge is basically 75% dodge. So the armor plus that, and he probably doesn't have 100% dodge, but he has like, I would say 75%, or I would say probably closer to 90% dodge. So yeah, that's why my warriors only levels, all their stuff comes from gear. I'm trying to see who would be interesting. Who might really change? And I can't think any. Oh, what does Marion do? I mean, I know what Marion does. She does this. The Great Glacial. She actually has the best attack in the game. It's just a shame. I need to get her stronger. I swear her ability is the best in the game. They are gonna, yeah. Those hero packs are gonna be a hot item. Yeah, can't. What is Brian? IAS. Defense won't matter. It is interesting because the Warriors actually have overlap. So I look forward to Gabriel getting him to Mythic because he should have 2 seconds of overlap. So the game doesn't activate everything perfectly. And also, the big thing will be, and I know this really isn't relevant for the video I'm making. Where are you? Tristan and Luke. Because this will go to 6 seconds every 12 seconds plus 6 seconds. So Luke and Tristan will actually have 100% coverage. Anyways, that was a little off topic there, but once again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, please say something in the comments. I always do look forward to your questions. Thank you again, and have a great day.